And hey guys, it's me, your friendly neighborhood Pokemaniac, coming back at you with yet another episode of Pokemon Emerald. In the last episode, we got through the Sutopolis Gym. I montaged all the trainers together through Speed Up, and because there's a lot of them in this gym, and if you mess up, you really pay for it. Team thus far, we got Kickgrass, Swampert, Vibrava, Chrome, Therapist, and Polaris. This isn't going to be, I don't foresee anything too scary happening. Kickgrass and Polaris should actually be able to take on everything except maybe one, and then I got Therapist in the back to kind of assist me for that one. So, really without further ado, I guess, let's start.
Let me ask you, did you know? I should not be so coy. It was I who taught Wallace everything there is to know about Pokemon. Once, I had given up my position as gym leader. In my place, I had entrusted Wallace with the gym.
Which is true, in Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire, if you're playing that version, you will be facing Wallace right now, instead of Juan. So that's a little change they did. We're going to get into more why I don't like this change very much, but we'll do that kind of later. I know, it's like how much more of the game can there be, but there's more, and I'll show you why.
However, a compelling reason arose for me to make a comeback. But enough chatter. Let us begin our match, shall we? Please, you shall bear witness to our artistry. A grand illusion of water sculpted by Pokemon and myself. So, as you can tell, Juan is a ladies' man. He is a Espanol, and he is very, very about the elegance, the grace, and the art of Pokemon battle, and the beauty of water.
So he's going to start out with a Love Disc on level 41, the ability Swift Swim. It's got Water Pulse, Attract, Sweet Kiss, and Flail. Isn't going to be too bad. I nerfed that Attract because Kickgrass is also a female-type Pokemon. So that helps out a lot. That thing's still faster than me, though. Love Disc isn't that useful, but it is pretty fast, I guess. And so we're going to use a Giga Drain on that. Again, Giga Drain isn't the best. It kind of is the best grass move up to this point, which is a shame because it's really not the best grass move. Like, just in general. They gave it a really big boost in the next generation, which is really, really appreciated. But a quick Sky Uppercut should finish this off real fast for me. And there goes Love Disc, so that's one down, only 4 to go, believe it or not. Yep, he's got 5. He's not going down easy. Next up is his Celio. I knew he was going to pick this one next, just based on the fact of the type advantage. So we're going to send Polaris out there and completely counter this thing. Celio is the evolved form of Spheal. We may have seen one before with a swimmer. But this is Celio. It's the Ice-Water type. Pretty good type for what it is. It's got the ability Thick Fat, which means fire and ice moves do like half damage to it. So, I mean, I guess that can be useful, especially if you're a part ice type. It's got the moves Encore, Body Slam, Aurora Beam, and Water Pulse. This thing really can't do too much to me, but I do not underestimate this thing. This thing looks bulky, and it is. Like, you can just look at this thing, and like if you went over and like just hit it, like you can tell it wouldn't do like a thing to it. But hey, wow, dang, good job, Polaris. Quick Thunderbolt took that thing out. And next up is Whiscash. I knew that was coming up too because of the type advantage also, so we're going to send Kickgrass right back out there. Whiscash, the evolved form of Barboach, which some of those fishermen had over near Fall Arbor Town. It's the water ground type Pokemon. It's got the ability Oblivious, so you can't use Attract on it because it'll be oblivious to it. It's got the moves Rain Dance, Water Pulse, Earthquake, and Amnesia. This thing can slightly be a threat because it's pretty bulky. A Giga Drain is quad to it though. I have the Miracle Seed, so this should do quite a bit of damage actually. Even though it still didn't take it down to 1 hit, but that's okay. Because the most it can do, Rain Dance to set up for another Pokemon, which we'll get into when we get to it. It's actually very reminiscent, honestly. It's pretty cool what they do with this, because this is our 8th gym leader, and we're going to get a throwback here. But so after that Rain Dance, another Giga Drain, no big deal. That Whiscash is done for. So far, Juan is not being a problem. And Vibrava's on level 41, very good, very good. I need Vibrava to grow pretty quickly, more so than my other Pokemon, only because Vibrava's the only one who hasn't evolved yet. Alright, the next up is Kingdra. This is the one I need Therapist for, most likely. This is a throwback. Our 8th gym leader, Claire, from Pokemon Crystal, Silver and Gold also, had one of these as her final Pokemon. This is usually his final Pokemon, but he's sending it out now because he's pulling out the big guns. The Rain Dance was set up for this thing. It's the Water Dragon type Pokemon. It's got the ability Swift Swim, and it's holding a Chesto Berry because it likes to use this combination. It's got the moves Water Pulse, Rest, Ice Beam, and Double Team. This thing is noobish. It's going to rest, heal with the Chesto Berry, and it's going to like to Double Team and just try to take you down all around. So we're going to see what it does. We're actually going to smack it with a Hyper Beam because we may as well. That Double Team, it's so noobish. I hate it so much. But if all else fails, we still have a... Yes! Good job, Therapist, hitting that thing with a Hyper Beam. But his leveling is just... It's way above. Like, it is just... like, it's hard to explain, like, how high above us he is. So Juan's going to use the Hyper Potion. We can't really do anything this turn, but that kind of just equals out. So, you know, he's... Therapist, she's loafing around, and Juan wasted his turn with a Hyper Potion. So, that was kind of like a nerf turn. So, but his leveling is really high. If all else fails, we can use Shockwave from Polaris because I'm getting really nervous about this Kingdra using. But good job, Therapist. 2 times in a row, man. Just smash it with that Hyper Beam. Critical hit would be awesome. Okay, couldn't be that lucky. Swift Swim is now over. Another Hyper Potion from Juan. I don't understand why he's not just using Rest. Actually, you know what? Shoot. I don't know, I want to try to use Yawn, but that Double Team, this is getting risky, because now that thing has Double Team up, it's going to be harder to hit. I don't want it to start sweeping my team, just based on the fact that it's got the Double Team. I have to try to keep hitting it with the Hyper Beam. He used Ice Beam, I'm going to use Hyper Beam. And, like, even that, like, you know how bulky Therapist is, and she got a smack out of that Ice Beam. But, this should, okay. And Kingdra's going to use Rest, and then the Chesto Berry's going to kick in. So that's still kind of a wasted turn of healing, as if I wanted to use a Hyper Potion anyway. So now that that's gone, we should be kind of in the clear. Because if he uses Rest again, it's stuck in, you know, sleeping. So I have to hope that Hyper Beam hits again, because this accuracy is ridiculous. Yes! Oh my gosh, Therapist! I love you! This is the best choice of my life! So there's that. Kingdra's not going to risk the rest. Look at that. Resist arrest. But Therapist, you served your job. No shame. I love you. You were awesome. You deserve this rest. So we're going to have Polaris come out now, and we're going to Shockwave this thing. Kingdra's stuck using Rest, so... and I don't think it's as worried now, because that now that Therapist is gone. And it's a beast. She's a beast. So, I don't think he's going to be too worried about my, attacks. Sorry, my phone went off and distracted me. But, a solid Thunderbolt should take it out. Polaris' special attack is ridiculous. Wow. Shockwave did a lot more than I assumed then. But, yeah, so, the Polaris' special attack's pretty darn high. And Kingdra, being very strong, just can't quite keep up. So boom, roasted, Wallace. There you go. That's your threat down the drain. We get a whopping 1,020 experience points for that thing. And his final Pokemon is Crawdaunt. I'm actually gonna have Kickgrass come out here for this one. Crawdaunt's a pretty cool Pokemon. I wish it was a little better than it was, because I really considered using this thing, but it's just, its stats didn't quite match up. Like, why do the crab Pokemon are so cool, but they just, it just doesn't. But, Crawdaunt is the Water Dark type, which is a really sweet typing. I mean, come on, Water Dark, that is sick. And it's got the ability Hyper Cutter, which means you can't lower its attack. It's on level 43. It's got the moves Crab Hammer, Water Pulse, Leer, and Taunt. This thing can't do a thing to Kickgrass. We are the perfect counter to this thing. A Sky Uppercut to the face is gonna hurt really bad. Oh, so close to a one-hit KO. And he's gonna use Crab Hammer, but it's going to be to no avail. That was a critical hit and didn't even do half. And a Sky Uppercut right to the star. Should, boom, roasted. Get out of here, Juan. We have won our 8th gym badge, guys. Heck yeah.
Ah, excellent, excelente. Very well, you are the winner. From you, I sense the brilliant shine of skill that will overcome all. However, compared with me, or even Wallace. You are lacking in elegance. Perhaps I should make you a loan of my outfit. Haha, I merely jest. Rather than my clothes, I shall reward you with this, the Rain Badge.
And we got 4,600 Pokédollars for winning! And we get our 8th gym badge, guys, from Juan. That's right, the Rain Badge.
Having the Rain Badge shall assure you the full obedience of all of your Pokemon to your every command. The Rain Badge also allows the use of the HM move Waterfall to scale walls of cascading water. And, so that you will never forget the battle we share, take this.
And we get TM03, which is Water Pulse, which is kind of a crappy move for this late in the game. I mean, if you have to choose between Water Pulse and Surf, I mean, you're going with Surf. It's kind of weird. I wish they would have had a better move, but not well. It's still cool.
The technical machine I handed you contains Water Pulse. In use, it will occasionally confuse the target with ultrasonic waves. And we registered Gym Leader Juan in the Pokénav.
Alright guys, so that was our 8th and final gym leader, Juan. And as macho and as elegante as he was, we still beat him. We kicked his culo, as it were. So, and now we have more access to Sootopolis City. And with that, we are actually going to pick up one more thing before we end off this episode. Where is it? I think it's in one of these houses. Not here. I cannot believe I don't remember where this thing is. Nope, not here. There should be a guy just kind of chilling in his house. Mad. Nope, that's Granny. We don't need Granny. I guess he's on the other side. I always get that confused. I always thought he was on this side. For whatever reason. Well, let's check we gotta check every house, because I know I'm gonna walk right by him. Nope, not an old man. Just kind of a dude chilling in his house. He must be on the other side. It's actually an important TM he's going to give us. Well, not so much important as much as useful. It's a pretty good TM, and we really could use it, because I know someone who could use it pretty well. No, not you. Where are you? Quit making me look like a fool in front of my viewers.
I will not stand to be made a fool of in front of all these people. You have made Juan very, very angry.
But yeah, I think my accent's pretty good, huh? I thought I did a pretty good job for Juan.
And Wallace is just a kind of a calmer version of Juan.
Here he is.
For 30 years, I remained in Sootopolis honing my skills. I developed a shattering TM. I bequeath it to you. Then we obtained the TM31,
which is Brick Break, which is a really cool fighting move. And if your opponent has put up a light screen or barrier or reflect, this move will actually shatter it. Like, it literally shatters like their screen, and they lose their defenses. Kickgrass could use it, but he's got Sky Uppercut, so I'm going to teach the Therapist, because I want a little bit of diversity in a Therapist move pool. We got Hyper Beam, Yawn, Strength, and Facade. So it has to be between Facade and Yawn. This is actually a really hard decision, believe it or not. I like Facade so much. It's too useful! I'm gonna have to hold off, guys. I don't know, like, I taught in my practice run, I taught Brick Break to my Therapist, and it worked really well, but I love Facade. It'll work so well, and especially with the, dang it, Dad. See, even after I beat my dad, he's still screwing with my head by giving me a sweet move that he knew I'd have to come to, you know, try to replace, and it's so hard. But anyway, that should be it for this episode, guys. Yeah, we made quite a bit of progress. Well, not really. We just kind of won our 8th gym badge, which it is progress, but it wasn't like a lot of progress. It was just one event. But anyway, it was still awesome and epic, and yeah, we took down a Spanish man to do it. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked what you saw, smash that subscribe button, like, just like whatever you're feeling like. And leave me some feedback. Love feedback. I'll respond to it. That's what I do. And yeah, thanks again so much for watching, guys. And until next time, I will catch you later.